Alright, well, here's something funny that I have discovered. If you heal strategically and wait long enough, the damage over time that Sage does to you will actually wear off in the middle of the round. It will in the middle of the gag pick screen, and so you can just sit here doing nothing and heal every once in a while because you might need it. Pretty much allowing you to essentially pass in essentially allowing you to pass in this fight here. And as long as your cursor doesn't go over those gears over there too, then yeah, you are essentially able to just pass. Literally do absolutely nothing. As you can see, Jelly Roll only has 41 laps, so whenever he gets hit, we also have to strategically heal him so that he doesn't end up dying. It also helps if he doesn't use Guilt Trip. But nothing interesting happens if you do that. The battle plays out like. So let me show you. Clyde just got hit there, right? If I wait long enough. There. Now you can't hear anything. The sound is actually coming out of Jake's game and not Clyde's, so the sound is a little bit weird. But yeah, as you can see, it took away about 20 or 30 laugh points from him, and then it just stopped. And so yeah, if you have enough laugh, you can just not do anything for the first like 5 rounds, and potentially save some of your gags, as if that will help anyway. But yeah, I guess you don't have to waste like 5 jelly beans maybe. Yeah. There's one other thing that I want to do that will be a little more interesting. Actually, what I'm gonna do actually is have Jake heal Clyde. I'm pretty sure that gear up there is actually supposed to be going on with the ones that go up and down. I could have just broken the game by doing that, who knows. Or maybe I'm just not remembering things and it's supposed to be like that. Maybe since I didn't do anything, the gears disappeared. I don't know though. So one thing at the end I want to do, I want to lure him in and then just sit there for like, as you can see, as you might have been able to see before, if you lure in the Sads on the round that he can be attacked, it will actually, the indicator will say that he's lured for 9,999 rounds. So I want to see if I can actually sit it out. I'm not actually gonna wait out the whole thing, but I want to see if he actually stays lured for longer than the duration of the lure. So which in that case it actually means that it actually did lure him for that amount of rounds. But I'm not going to wait out the entire 9,999. You need to use a lot of unites to even survive 10 rounds of that because the gear is actually no, it's right. He doesn't attack you, so you actually can wait it out if you really want to. Because he's lured, so he won't attack you. But I probably could wait it out a couple rounds at least, but oops. I keep thinking the big screen is Jake. I'm recording it on Clyde right now because Clyde actually has more unites than Jake, so I can this plan will work out a little bit better. Something I want to try out though. From here. Okay, yeah, okay. So having your mouse over the chat thing, over the speed chat thing, and the gear goes over it, it'll still count. It'll still count as touching the gear, even though technically your mouse doesn't have. Oh, look at this! All right. What I can do is put my mouse off of the screen. So the bottom of my screen, I have a list of tabs, right? I can move my mouse along that, and it will not register of me going over the gears. And so I can just sit this out if I am smart about healing. I was just gonna say he hasn't gone for Jelly Roll yet. Now he just did. So. I'm gonna have a heal. Jelly Roll. Yeah. Okay. We're actually alright. See. I guess also the easiest way to avoid touching these gears is, well, fine. If you want to get technical, the easiest way to avoid touching these gears is to click a gag, and then you can move your cursor all around your screen, and the gears won't do anything because the gears aren't there anymore. Even during the screen where you have to pick a tune to heal, the gears aren't present in that either. But if you are smart enough and where to place your cursor, you might be able to avoid the gears completely. Basically, once he's lured in, I just have to heal. I just need to unite myself enough times until eventually the damage over time wears off. Or I could just sit this out a bunch of times. As you can see, it clearly works. As you can see, I could just literally just wait out every single round. To the point where the damage over time doesn't start to stack on itself until it gets really big. And that will allow me to more easily control how much laugh I lose every round. Now, okay. I'm curious to know, if I move my cursor over the gears when it's on F3, it still counts. Okay. Good to know. As you can see, he lost about 22 laugh. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, 22 laugh, which isn't very much. And then he used guilt trips, so we have to be careful. Wow. Alright. So yeah. I guess that is technically a good way to defeat SADs if you have a lot of tune-up. That is technically a good way to defeat SADs without having to worry about damage accumulating every single round. Because if you do like only spend like a half a second every time you pick a gag, eventually the amount of damage you take will start to pile on itself. So yeah. Honestly, as long as he doesn't attack Joy Roll and Clyde and Jake have at least a decent amount of laugh, I should be alright. What I might do here, though, if I can be careful about it. There. Have Jake use just a tune-up on Clyde. And wait it out. Easy as that. I actually don't know what round we're on. I haven't been paying attention to what's happening. I can check here. Oh, we're actually at the end now. I didn't even realize. So we can, yeah, okay. Oh god. Please. Game, don't. Oh, come on. Okay, good. Alright. Left the roll a 10 laugh, but luckily we're alright. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that. Right there. Now we are completely safe from damage now, as long as my cursor doesn't go over the gears. Which, trying to pick a gag would be very hard. It would make it probably too hard to do that, but... Alright, so yes, lured for that many rounds. I don't think... No, it doesn't... It won't say anything bigger than that, because if you use multiple lures, the amount of rounds it displays won't add them up. Even though the amount of rounds that it's lured does add up in the game, the indicator does not show that. So what I could just do is literally just let the game play on its own like this, and leave the recording on, and see if he ever wakes up. Maybe after 6 rounds. I know that the presentation lasts for 5 rounds, so if he's still lured after 7 rounds, that means that the indicator wasn't just being funny. He's actually being lured that many but I want to see if I can actually touch the tune-up gag without. Yes, I can. Nice. The tune-up gag without hitting a gear, and I did it right there. So I guess I'll just mute my mic and I'll just kind of just let it play on its own and see what happens. So you guys can. Oh yeah, you guys can also just skip parts of the video if you don't want to see it. But I'm just gonna leave the recording on just so I can show you that I've actually fixed that bar. So see you later. But I'll keep the recording going. Yeah. Been about 45 minutes, in fact more than 45 minutes, maybe about 50 minutes really. And as you may have expected, nothing has happened. Still going. Now, I've actually done the math. If I scroll up on my other screen here. Alright, here. So, as you probably have been able to see throughout the video, every round starts off at 35 seconds. And so, since it's about 35 seconds, and there's 9,999 rounds, if you do the math and scale that up to days, that would take about um, it would take about 4 days, 4 to 5 days. So it is definitely plausible to actually wait this out the whole time, considering multiple factors. Your internet doesn't die in the middle of it, your computer doesn't die in the middle of it, and the game nor the district doesn't crash at any point while you're doing that. And if you are lucky enough for the game or the district to not crash and your internet or computer to not die out on you, then you will in fact be able to get to the end of this. But since as of me recording this, Halloween is going to end in about an hour and a half. Cannot be done until maybe April Tunes. Sads will probably come back in April Tunes, but I can't. No one really knows just yet. And so, in which case, you would wait about 4 to 5 days for this entire thing to go through. Or if you have 4 tunes and all of them use lure, then just quadruple that amount of days. So it would take about 16 days. But considering it's not exactly 4 days, it might be like 4.5 days. It might be like 4.1 days or something. I didn't do the exact math. It'd be like 16.5 days. So it's still around 16 to 17 days if you have 4 tunes all use lure at once on the same round. As the rounds of lure will stack up if multiple lures are used on the same round. Even though we'll still say 9,999, just like if you use two lures on a cog, it will only state the lowest lure's value. It still lasts for the combined amount of time. So, yes, if you have 4 days to spare and your computer and the game won't die on you during that time, then you can minimize the tab. Make sure not to put your mouse over the ears and just wait it out. I don't know if this actually technically counts as keep alive since you're in a battle, and you're not using any third-party programs to keep yourself alive here. You're literally just in a battle that is going on infinitely. So I guess it's up to the mods whether or not they would count this as keep alive and staying in the game for longer than it's supposed to be. But I'm starting to say it's only like up to 4 tunes doing it at once, and you're in a battle not using any third-party programs. It should be alright, arguably. So, and unfortunately, you can't make it go much faster by passing, because as you can see, the pass, SOS, fire, and help button. Wait, sorry. Yeah, pass, SOS, fire, and I don't even remember what the other button is. Pass, SOS. It's like pass, SOS, and fire. I literally can't even remember what the other. It's like season desist or something. C and D. Oh, it might be C and D. Yeah. Whatever. I'm being stupid right now and it's blanking on me. But anyway, those are all covered up by a gear. And so hovering over the gear makes it so you can't click on anything behind it, and also you will take damage. So you can't speed it up by passing. So literally, and using tune-up will only make it take longer. So literally, the fastest way you can actually make this progress is by doing absolutely nothing for the entire time. And that sounds pretty surprising, but it's true. Literally doing nothing is the fastest way to do this. And so that yeah. But I'm getting very tired of this, and I want to end it. So I am going to kill Sads. I'm going to use 4 wedding cakes on him, because why the heck not? I'm going to be very careful as to not take damage. Okay. Failed that. Whatever, it's fine. Okay, wedding cake, go. Wedding cake, come on. Alright, yeah, Jake's taking damage. Alright, anyway. Yep. It's like 14,000 damage, and then, 6,000 damage. We also interrupted his death animation, so. And now he's in back up. Yep. No, there's sads with pie on him. I'll take a screenshot of that. That's funny. Okay. I'm just taking a screenshot of it on my other computer as well. So I just think it looks silly with sads like that, and you don't usually see it. It's a Halloween thing, so you're not gonna see it all the time. Poor Atticus. We just murdered this guy by doing, like, I don't know, 5,000 damage? Like 15,000 damage to him or something? I don't know. Oh, actually more than that. 7 of Mitoro, and we stopped dancing for some reason. Alright, there we go. Got a total of 1 patent from that. That was cool. So, yeah. If you want to do this for April Tunes or next Halloween, and considering they haven't fixed patch date yet or anything, you're more than welcome to do that, I guess. But I'm probably not going to. I don't want to spend that much time. But so there it is, right? The current of the time of this being recorded, probably the current world record for longest SADS run. See you later. And funny enough, I just got SADS again, so he just couldn't stay away. He wanted me to keep the rounds going. I'm not going to do that, SADS. I only have like an hour and 15 minutes left at this point. So SADS, I'm going to have to wait the 20 rounds like you asked, and then murder you.